Hey everyone, it's Angelina Papazian with River of Life Coaching. I am a spiritual life coach and a master of social work, and on this channel we talk about a variety of different topics relating to psychology, spirituality, philosophy, and a variety of different things relating to what it is to be human. I am currently in the process of creating workshops and courses, so stay tuned if that is something that you are interested in. I am also taking one-on-one coaching clients, so if you do want to take a deeper dive on some of the contents that have been created on this channel, message me directly. My email is in the description of my channel, and I look forward to hearing back from you. If neither of those things are your thing, that's perfectly fine. We've got plenty of content on here for you to listen to and to reflect on. So today we're going to be talking about making decisions. Now, making decisions all of us experience at some point in our life, at multiple points in our life. We are making decisions whether we are aware of it or not, whether we are conscious of it or not, whether we are choosing or not, or like consciously choosing what it is that we are doing. What that means is that every single thing that we do, we are making a decision. When I wake up in the morning, I make a decision on whether or not I'm going to pick up my phone, or I'm going to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to pray. I'm going to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to take a few deep breaths. When I get out of bed, I'm going to make a decision on whether or not I grab a cup of coffee, whether or not I'm going to brush my teeth, whether or not I'm going to text a friend back. When I get up, I'm going to decide how am I going to show up today. Now, when we experience the day, when we go through the day, the minutes, the hours throughout the day, what we say we're going to do and the decision or intention we have for that day might be a little bit different than we expected. There's going to be a lot of factors that are outside of our control. People we come across, things that happen, things that unfold in front of us that we may not necessarily be able to expect from the get-go. But we could make an intention and have at least a bit of an anchor or a bit of a guideline as to how we want to start the day, on how we want to show up in the day, and we can do our best to try to go back to that and to remember that throughout the day, and that can help to guide our decisions. Now, there are going to be some times in life, whether it's on a day-to-day basis or whenever it's something that we have to choose that's a big decision that can change or alter the course of our life or the course of our day, the course of our week or month or whatever it may be. There are going to be just some times where some of the decisions that we're faced with are not always going to be easy. For example, am I going to choose to stay at my job, or am I going to choose to find something else? Am I going to choose to engage in a hobby or a project I've been wanting to do? Am I going to choose whether or not I'm going to continue a relationship or friendship? Am I going to choose whether or not I'm going to have a difficult conversation in one of my relationships? Why or why not? And so there are so many different things that we have to choose on a daily basis. And the more we're aware of these choices, the more we're aware of the decisions that we're making, and the more that we actually reflect on all the different areas of our life and assess on how well they're going and whether or not we're functioning optimally in each of those areas. When we are more aware of it, we can begin to make more decisions that are more aligned for us. We get to be more cognizant of the choices that we make on a daily basis. We get to maybe look at different resources or perspectives that can help us to change some of the things in our life. If we realize that we're making some decisions that are actually influencing our life in a negative way that's not aligned with what we want, we get to decide, okay, do I want to continue this way? If not, what can I do differently? What can I look at? What are some resources that are available? Do I know anybody in my life who's had a similar experience? Do I know anybody in my life who can help me to make these changes? What is it that they can help me? What is my responsibility? What's another person's responsibility? What's within my control? What's not within my control? Can I invite the divine into this whole situation? Some of you may not be really spiritual leaning, and that's okay. Some of you may not want anything to do with God or the divine or spirituality, and that's okay. These types of topics are perfectly secular as well. You can make this more of a secular thing. You don't have to necessarily say that you'll invite God or the divine into these types of things if that's not your thing. But for those of you who are more open-minded to that and are more spiritually leaning, maybe you can ask God, what is it I can do today? What are the decisions that I need to make today? What are the areas of my life that need to change and why? What is within my control? Help me to see clearly what it is that I need to do differently. Help me to see clearly what's within my power and what's outside of my control. Help me to do these things. Give me the resources. Give me the strength and the power to move forward in making the decisions that are right for me. Show me what it is that you have in store for me, and show me what I need to do each day to make that happen. Place me where I'm meant to be today. Place me in a position that I can actually make conscious and wise decisions. God, help me to carry me through this situation. Help me to carry through this day. Move me through this week. Help me to see a higher perspective on this. Help me to see this through a clearer lens. Help me to see myself more clearly. Help me to be more aware and self-aware of what I'm doing and how I'm showing up and some of the things that I'm doing that are influencing the different areas of my life. Help me to take responsibility and ownership of these things and show me what I can do. Show me who I'm meant to be. Show me what I can be and show me what I'm capable of. And give me everything that I need to do that's within my control to make these things happen. So, we all know at the end of the day what we need to do. When we're really honest with ourselves and we really take a look at all the different areas of our lives, there's a part of us that really knows what's going well and what's not going well. We have our emotions for that. A lot of times we may have certain feelings that come up in certain areas of our lives because they're not going well or because they are going well. Maybe there's certain needs that are not being met for one reason or another in our life. Maybe there are certain things that we're doing that go against our values. Maybe we're acting outside of our values and our integrity, and that's worth exploring. What are the decisions that I'm going to make to actually act in alignment of my integrity and my values? Is there anything that's threatening that in my life, whether it's something that I'm doing or something that another person is doing? And how can I actually move forward and do things that are better for me? If you found this content to be helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos on topics ranging from psychology, spirituality, philosophy, and all things that relate to what it is to be human. And I'll see you next time.